Hi guys, it's Thomas again. Welcome to part 3 of building confidence. In this video, I think it's really important that we touch on some aspects that were covered hopefully by you in the second part of the video, which was more practical. All right, I'm going to cover the confidence destroyers, simultaneously also covering the confidence builders. So without any further ado, let's get into it. So the first confidence destroyer that I'm going to speak about is your appearance. All right, that sounds vain, but it's important. Let me get into why. I'm going to tell a story about my own personal experience in learning this as a confidence destroyer. I grew up as a kid who didn't really care about his appearance. I mean, I was a boy of boys. Like, I would play in the dirt and wouldn't care how I would look afterwards. And this continued into my early teenage stage. So yeah, primary school was a mess. Anyways, as I grew up, I went to a boys' school and I was starting to use public transport for the first time. And then I found myself in a Pretoria CBD teeming with absolutely beautiful girls. And that was the thing that I think got me motivated to start taking care of my physical appearance. So as I started doing this, I realized that, hey, I'm actually not that bad looking. Like, shocker, right? Like, what? Yeah, I realized this and it all made me feel good. Right. So I'll be honest, when I first started it, it was about the girls. It was about impressing. So it wasn't about my confidence necessarily. But as I matured, I started realizing that when I look good, I feel good. And it became less about impressing other people and more about making and putting the effort that it takes for my confidence and me feeling good about how I look. I feel that if we don't take those intentional steps, and again, it's not about vanity because there is an extreme of this where you measure your worth based on your clothing, what you own, and that is toxic. That's not what I'm talking about. We're not talking about worth here. Your worth is independent of those factors, but we're talking about putting in the effort that is necessary to build your confidence. In the first video, we spoke that confidence is like building muscle. Building confidence is like building muscle. And where there's building muscle, building anything, there's effort. And this applies into every other area where confidence is needed. In academics, in our work, there is effort that needs to be put in. So this is a important extension of how you feel about yourself, which is the way that you look. All right. It's not about the world's standard of beauty, but again, it's about you putting in the effort that you feel is necessary so that you can look and feel good about yourself. Last thing I just wanted to say on the point of appearance is everything about you says something about you. And I think it's really important that if we are to present ourselves as confident people, we have to take that into consideration, that everything about you says something about you. The next thing I'm going to speak about is the importance of words. What are you listening to? What are the voices that are speaking into your life, whether it's from an authoritative figure like a parent, a teacher, a mentor, or even friends? It's really important how our surroundings impact us. It's really important that we put ourselves in spaces where our confidence can be boosted. As much as I can put in the effort to build my own self-confidence, which is really important, other people can also help me achieve that. And if I can achieve that through my efforts or other people's help, I'm just saying get as much help as you can. That's the point I'm trying to make. So how is confidence destroyed? Through words. I'm sure every single one of you have experienced that the power of words. We can either use our words to build other people or destroy. Words have been used to us either to build or to destroy. Now, some of you are fortunate enough to have experienced parents or an environment, exposed to an environment where that happens for you, where it's deliberately done by parents who are speaking confidence into you, speaking, affirming you positively, and that's great. But I still believe that there is a sense of responsibility on your part to build your own confidence. And to those like me who maybe didn't experience that, who didn't hear a person constantly speaking over you, telling you how great you are, we still need to take the responsibility to get to that place where our confidence is built. We cannot place our confidence in other people, unfortunately, not all of it. So, what are things that you can do to build in this area of confidence? Well, number one, again, some of the tools were covered in the second part. If you didn't watch it, please, I encourage you to go and check and involve yourself in the activities in the second part. But one thing that was mentioned there was the importance of a verbal affirmation chart or poster. You can have apps on your phone. I believe there's certain things that have notifications. In this day and age, there's so many things and tools that you can use in order to keep and help building your own confidence. For me personally, I spoke certain things over myself, as often as I can. I try to do it daily at some point, especially when my confidence is low, because the reality is life has a funny way of knocking our confidence, and that will happen. Failures, nobody is happy about a failure. That's unnatural, or at least not supposed to be that way. But we can do things that help us get back again, help build again, because no matter how destroyed our confidence can be, we can rebuild. And that's, again, it comes from within. It comes from your belief in being able to achieve or get to that place of achieving that confidence. Another thing I did personally is, I was intentional with the friends that I picked. I made sure that the people that I hung around were people that were likely-minded, that had the same values. Obviously, we're not all going to be the same, otherwise it would be boring. But I do believe that there is an importance in surrounding yourself, because ultimately as people, we are a product of our surroundings, or we can be the product of our surroundings. So it's really important that we surround our thoughts, our word, everything in our world helps us build the confidence that we need in order to achieve what we want to achieve. In closing, I'm going to talk about being confident versus being arrogant, right? There's a very thin line between the two. And I just want to share my perspective, at least, on the difference. Being confident, is more and all about you. It sounds selfish, but it's not when you compare it to what I'm about to compare it to. Confidence is about you being the best version of yourself. You always trying to improve and feel good about yourself. We said in the definition in part 1, confidence is a strong belief in yourself, your abilities, and also a sense of self-worth and being comfortable in your own skin. So this can't be achieved if you don't have that sense of belief, like I said. So with arrogance, it's all about comparison. It's all about comparing yourself to other people. And often what happens is it's always to the detriment of others. So you feel better about yourself if other people are lower than you. And that's not what confidence is at all, or self-confidence. Yes, you cannot control other people's own maybe deficiencies in the area of confidence, and sometimes it comes projected as arrogance. You can't control that. But what you can take control of is, again, understanding what is happening in your psyche, in your mind, that it's about you. It's about you being the best version of yourself. But it should never be about other people not being as good as you. You're not better than anyone. Nobody is better than you. It's all about you being the best version of yourself, you trying to improve and you trying to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve with the fuel of confidence. Guys, it's a reality. In life, we are going to get knocked down. We will experience failure. In fact, if you don't experience failure, it's because you aren't trying anything new. And that's not life. That's not living. We have to put ourselves out there, try new things. And yes, we will take a knock, especially when we're trying new things for the first time. But remember, the belief, the confidence comes from not perfecting it the first time, but rather the belief that you can. Believe that you can, guys. And you are halfway there, as we said earlier. This is Thomas. I'm closing off confidence. I hope you guys enjoyed watching all of this, and I will see you next time.